Hello students, let us start with lesson number 2, that is periodic classification of elements. So first question that they have asked is what is matter and what are the types of matter. So actually you should know what is matter is. You have already learned about it, that matter is anything that we can see, touch, feel. Okay, air is matter, water is matter, soil is matter. So matter is made up of things, all the things that are there, that is matter. Now, what is this matter made up of? When scientists try to find out what is this matter made up of, it is made up of elements. Matter कशाने बनलेला आहे? The elements ने बनलेला आहे. Now, what are elements again? So, elements are the original substance which make up everything, and they cannot be further divided into simpler substances like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen. All these are elements. These are the simplest building blocks of matter. So smallest particle of matter, that is called as the atom. So molecules of elements and compounds. So smallest particle of element, that is atom. Smallest particle of compound is molecule. ओके, एलिमेंट चे सर्वात छोटे पार्टिकल्स आहेत त्यांना ऍटम म्हणायचं. कंपाउंड चे छोटे पार्टिकल्स आहेत त्यांना मॉलिक्युल्स म्हणायचं. नाउ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट्स. सो वी हैव लर्नड दैट इन प्रीवियस स्टैंडर्ड्स all atoms of elements are of one type. So if we say hydrogen, all atoms are of one type. If you say oxygen, all atoms of oxygen are of one type. So today 118 elements are known. However, in 1800, only 30 elements were known. More number of elements were discovered in the course of time. More and more information about the properties of the elements was gathered. To ease the study of such large number of elements, scientists started studying the pattern if there is there in this vast information. So initially they were grouped into metals and non-metals. So we know that elements are there. Okay, so how to study them? So we can do the grouping based on their properties. So the grouping was done as metals and non-metals. So 1800 खूप वर्षापूर्वी, 1800. Now it is 2021. So in 1800 only 30 elements were known, but now 118 elements are known. Now how to classify them, how to study them? So we can make the groups like metals and non-metals. So there is a third group that is called as metalloids. So metalloids has properties similar to that of metals and non-metals. As the knowledge about elements and their properties went increasing, different scientists started trying out different methods of classification. तर वेगवेगळ्या सायंटिस्टने काय केलं, या एलिमेंटचं क्लासिफिकेशन सुरू केलं की आपल्याला त्या एलिमेंट्सला जर स्टडी करायचं असेल तर त्यांचे प्रॉपर्टीज काय, त्यांचे प्रॉपर्टीज स्टडी करून त्यांचं क्लासिफिकेशन केलं. तर सर्वात पहिलं जे क्लासिफिकेशन आहे ते डॉबरिनर्स ट्राय. So Dobereiner was a German scientist. Now Germany is far ahead in science than other countries. बाकीच्या countries पेक्षा जर्मनी सायन्स आणि टेक्नॉलॉजी मध्ये खूप ऍडव्हान्स आहे. आइन्स्टाईन जर्मनीचे होते, मॅक्स प्लँक जर्मनीचे होते. बरेचसे सायंटिस्ट नोबेल प्राइज ज्यांना मिळालेले आहे त्याच्या मागे जर्मन सायंटिस्ट आहे. एवढंच काय, मून मिशन, अमेरिकेचे जे सॅटेलाइट, अमेरिकेचे जे रॉकेट मूनवर गेले, रशियाचे जे रॉकेट जे मून पर्यंत गेले, ते सगळ्या मागे जर्मन सायंटिस्ट आहेत. तुम्ही हिस्ट्री बघू शकता, जर्मन सायंटिस्टने खूप मोठं काम केलेलं आहे. फर्स्ट आणि सेकंड वर्ल्ड वॉरच्या आधी सुद्धा जर्मन सायंटिस्ट हे खूप ऍडव्हान्स होते. तर 1817 मध्ये जर्मन सायंटिस्ट डॉबरिनर यांनी सर्वात पहिले काय केलं, प्रॉपर्टीचा अभ्यास केला. He studied the properties of the elements and he suggested that it is related to the atomic masses. So he made a group of 3 elements having similar properties and he arranged them in such a way that is the Dobereiner's triad. बघा, त्यांनी Dobereiner's triad तयार केली, जे त्याच्या नावाच्या नंतरच त्यांनी हे नाव दिलेले. तर याच्यामध्ये काय झालं, he arranged the elements in a group of 3. 3 एलिमेंटचे ग्रुप केले. त्याला असं दिसलं की atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the average of the first and the last. Now let us see this example: lithium, sodium, and potassium. Lithium atomic mass 6.99, potassium 39.1. If we add them, 6.9 plus 39.1 upon 2, you get 23. That is the actual mass of sodium, atomic mass. So he arranged the elements in a group of 3 in increasing order of their atomic masses and showed that atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of atomic masses of other 2 elements. So that is shown here. Observe this carefully. Example. Now 2 more examples are given down. That is calcium, strontium, barium, and chlorine, bromine, iodine. So further, it was found that all the elements are not classified under these triads. नंतर बरेचसे एलिमेंट्स शोधले गेले आणि सगळ्या एलिमेंट्सना असं क्लासिफाय आपल्याला करता येत नाही असं नंतर दिसलं. Now, Newland's law of octaves. So English scientist John Newland, he correlated that atomic masses of elements in a different way. So he arranged the elements in increasing order of their atomic masses. जसे जसे atomic mass वाढत जातात तसे तसे त्यांनी अरेंज केले आणि त्यांना असं दिसलं की 8th element ची प्रॉपर्टी फर्स्ट एलिमेंट्स आहे. Property of the 8th element is similar to that of the first element. So sodium is the 8th element from lithium. Both have similar properties. For example, त्यांनी दिली बघा. Okay, so he found that every 8th element had property similar to that of the first. 8th element ची property first element सारखी. So sodium चा example दिले. Also magnesium showed similarity to beryllium. So he compared this similarity with the octaves in music, and he called this similarity as the law of octaves. तर इंडियन म्युझिक मध्ये सारे गामा पाधानी असे नोट्स आहेत. कलेक्शन इज कॉल्ड एज द सप्तक, तर त्यालाच आपण सप्तक म्हणतो. फ्रिक्वेन्सी of the notes goes on increasing from sa to mi, then comes sa again. So this is repetition. So in Western music it is do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti. Like that 7 notes are there, and again there is up and down other things. If you know music you will understand more. So law of octaves says that 8th element is property similar to the first one. So we have fluorine, chlorine, like lithium, sodium, potassium. They eka khali ek ahe. They are in a same group and they have similar properties. Now many limitations were found in this. The law was applicable only up to calcium. This was a big problem. Okay, so whatever known elements were there, out of that only till calcium this was okay. But afterwards the elements were not obeying Newland's law. Newland placed 2 elements in the same boxes. For example, cobalt and nickel, cerium and lanthanum, they are placed in the same boxes. Moreover, he placed some elements with different properties under the same node. For example, he put cobalt and nickel under the same node Do, along with halogen. So that was not correct. They were showing different properties. And therefore, न्यू टाइप ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन वॉज नीडेड. त्याच्यानंतर मग नवीन टाइपचं क्लासिफिकेशनची गरज पडली. द नेक्स्ट क्लासिफिकेशन वॉज गिवन बाय मेंडेलीव, दॅट वॉज अ रशियन सायंटिस्ट. तर रशियन सायंटिस्ट दिमित्री मेंडेलीव यांनी आपल्याला पुढच्या टाइपचं क्लासिफिकेशन दिलं. सो रशियन सायंटिस्ट दिमित्री मेंडेलीव डेव्हलप दिस पिरियडिक टेबल and during 1869 to 1872. So Mendeleev was he arranged the elements. First of all, he studied them for a very long time and he found some pattern in them. 63 elements were known at that time, and he said that the pattern is according to their chemical and physical properties and increasing order of atomic masses. So he transformed this into a periodic table in accordance with the physical and chemical properties of these elements. Now what you do is whichever has similar properties, you put them in a one group. Whichever have different properties, you put them in different group. जर त्यांचे प्रॉपर्टीज एकसारखे असतील तर त्यांना सेम ग्रुपमध्ये टाकायचे. जर त्यांचे प्रॉपर्टीज डिफरंट असेल तर त्यांना वेगळ्या ग्रुपमध्ये टाकायचे. सो ही अरेंज द एलिमेंट्स अकॉर्डिंग टू देअर प्रॉपर्टीज. Mendeleev organized the periodic table on basis of their chemical and physical properties. These were the molecular formulae of hydrides and oxides, their melting point, boiling point, then densities of their elements and their hydroxides and oxides. तर त्यांनी काय केलं की हायड्राइड्स आणि ऑक्साइड तयार केले. सोडियम ऑक्साइड, सोडियम हायड्राइड, मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साइड, मॅग्नेशियम हायड्राइड, zinc oxide, zinc hydride. So like that he prepared hydrides and oxide and studied their properties. त्यांनी काय केलं, ऑक्साइड आणि हायड्राइड तयार केले रिएक्शन करून, केमिकल रिएक्शन करून, आणि मग त्यांचे प्रॉपर्टी स्टडी केली. कुठले कुठले प्रॉपर्टीज आहेत, मेल्टिंग पॉइंट, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, डेन्सिटी, या सगळ्या प्रॉपर्टीचा अभ्यास केला. He found that the elements with similar physical and chemical properties repeat after a definite interval. एक इंटरवल झाला, एक टाइम गॅप झाला की ते रिपीट होतात, परत परत त्यांची प्रॉपर्टीज एकसारखे आहेत. So properties of the element are periodic function of their atomic mass. This is the law. You have to remember this law. Everybody remember this law. Properties of the element are periodic function of their atomic masses. Okay, this is the law, periodic law. Important आहे, लर्न करायचंय तुम्ही. प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द एलिमेंट आर पिरियडिक फंक्शन ऑफ देअर atomic masses. आता बघा प्रॉपर्टीज, कुठल्या प्रॉपर्टीज, मेल्टिंग पॉइंट, बॉइलिंग पॉइंट, रिएक्टिव्हिटी, हायड्रोजन बरोबर रिएक्टिव्हिटी, ऑक्सिजन बरोबर रिएक्टिव्हिटी, म्हणजे फिजिकल आणि केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. पिरियडिक फंक्शन, पिरियडिक म्हणजे काय, रिपीट होणारे, ते प्रॉपर्टीज रिपीट होतात ऑफ देअर atomic masses. atomic masses जसं जसं वाढत जाते तसं तसं ते प्रॉपर्टीज रिपीट होतात असं त्यांनी सांगितलेलं. जसं दिवस आणि रात्र रिपीट होते, पिरियडिक आहे, परत परत होणार आहे, एव्हरी डे, दॅट इज अ रिपिटेशन, दॅट इज नथिंग बट पिरियडिक फंक्शन. सो हियर दे हॅव गिवन द ग्रुप्स, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, like that 8 groups are there, and then we have the periods. So in general molecular formula, now look at this one. R2O, ग्रुप 1 चा फॉर्म्युला बघा, R2O, हे सगळ्यांचे फॉर्म्युला एकसारखे, म्हणजे H2O, Li2O, Na2O, K2O असं. RO म्हणजे काय, तर BeO म्हणजे बेरिलियम ऑक्साइड, MgO म्हणजे मॅग्नेशियम ऑक्साइड, CaO म्हणजे कॅल्शियम ऑक्साइड, तसंच R2O3 म्हणजे अल्युमिनियम ऑक्साइड, Al2O3 असं. आता RO2 म्हणजेच काय, CO2, SiO2, TiO2 म्हणजे ऑक्साइड. तसंच हायड्राइडचे सुद्धा फॉर्म्युलेचे दिलेले आहेत. R चा अर्थ काय, एलिमेंट, R च्या जागी तुम्ही तो एलिमेंट टाका, आणि मग हायड्रोजन, ऑक्सिजन यांची काय करायची, कंपाऊंड्स तयार करायचे. तर ते सगळ्याचे फॉर्म्युले इथे दिलेले आहेत, ते तुम्ही बघा. हा पिरियडिक टेबल मेंडेलीव यांनी बनवलेला आहे. सो जनरल फॉर्म्युला ऑफ द कंपाऊंड आर शोन इन अप्पर पार्ट. ते मी तुम्हाला आताच सांगितलं. डिमिट्री मेंडेलीव यांचा फोटो आहे. Professor in St. Petersburg University made separate cards for all the elements and he arranged them in order of their atomic masses and he got the periodic table. So he studied it for a very long time. खूप जास्त स्टडी केल्यानंतर हा पिरियडिक टेबल आलेला आहे. दिसतो तेवढा सोपा नाहीये, वेळ लागलेला आहे त्याला बराच. There are some vacant places in Mendeleev's periodic table. काही मोकळ्या जागा सुद्धा सोडलेल्या आहेत, तुम्ही बघू शकता इथं क्वेश्चन मार्क वगैरे दिले, मोकळी जागा सोडलेली, तिथे नंतर एलिमेंट्स लोकांनी शोधून काढले. सो व्हॉट आर द मेरिट्स ऑफ पिरियडिक टेबल? Science is progressive. There is a freedom in science to revise the old inferences by using more advanced means and methods of doing experiments. These characters of science clearly seen in Mendeleev's periodic table. Science progressive, नवीन नवीन गोष्टी आपण शोधत असतो, जुन्या गोष्टी बदलत असतो. आपल्याला सगळ्याच गोष्टी माहिती नाहीये, पण आपण चेंज करत असतो, डेफिनेशन चेंज करतो. गोष्टीमध्ये खरं काय किंवा एक्सप्लेनेशन काय हे सारखं चेंज होत राहतं. मेंडेलीवच्या पिरियडिक टेबल मध्ये पण आपल्याला तसंच दिसतं. सो व्हाईल अप्लाइंग द लॉ ऑफ पिरियडिक टेबल atomic masses, He arranged the element, thought that information available but could not available till then was not final, but it could change. As a result, it demonstrated the merits. First is atomic masses of some elements were given, so proper place in periodic table according to their property. For example, previously determined atomic mass of beryllium. The berylliumचा atomic mass जे 14.09 होतं ते नंतर करेक्ट केलं आणि ते 9.4 आलं. बेरिलियम वॉज प्लेस्ड बिफोर बोरॉन. सो बेरिलियमचा atomic mass कमी आहे तर ते आधी ठेवलं आणि बोरॉनचा नंतर ठेवलं. सो करेक्शन ऑफ atomic mass this was done. Mendeleev kept some vacant places for the elements not discovered there. तर त्यावेळेस एलिमेंट्स जे डिस्कवर झाले नव्हते नंतर त्याचा शोध लागला. सो ही ऑलरेडी न्यू दॅट दीज एलिमेंट्स शुड बी देअर and he predicted that there should be vacant places for those unknown elements. ते unknown elements नंतर त्यांनी त्याची नावं सुद्धा सांगितली. इका बोरॉन म्हणजे त्याची प्रॉपर्टी बोरॉन सारखी असणार आहे. इका बोरॉन, इका अल्युमिनियम, इका सिलिकॉन. So according to the properties of the neighboring elements, he gave this. Okay. Afterwards, they were found out to be scandium, gallium, and germanium respectively. So you have to remember this: scandium, gallium, and germanium. असं त्यांचं नाव नंतर दिलं गेलं. Properties of these elements matched well with those predicted by Mendeleev. तर तुम्ही आता एक लॉ सांगताय आणि भविष्यामध्ये असं होणार आहे म्हणजे तुम्ही काय करताय भविष्य सांगताय. यू आर टेलिंग द फ्युचर that in future these elements are going to be discovered. That is a great thing. That is what Mendeleev did, and actually these elements were discovered later on: scandium, gallium, germanium. So the properties of the elements matched with what Mendeleev predicted and then classified. So here are the properties: atomic mass, what he predicted and what actually it is. Now there is no place for noble gases. Noble gases म्हणजे काय, जे रिएक्शन मध्ये भाग घेत नाही. Those which do not take part in reaction, they are called as the noble gases. So noble gases had no place. त्यांना प्लेसच नव्हती, जागाच नव्हती. आणि नंतर काय झालं, त्यांना जागा दिली. So Mendeleev could place these noble gases in a new group. त्यांनी एक नवीन ग्रुप तयार केला आणि त्याच्यावरती त्यांनी प्लेस केली. So that was called as the zero group. So he created zero group without disturbing, and they fitted very well. तर ते असे एलिमेंट्स आहेत की जे रिएक्शन मध्ये भागच घेतात. These noble gases do not take part in reaction, and actually the periodic table was made for the physical and chemical property. जे केमिकल आणि फिजिकली रिएक्ट होतात त्यांच्यावरती पिरियडिक टेबल बनवले. पण याच्यामध्ये काय सांगितलं की नोबल गॅसेसचा भागच घेत नाही, मग काय करायचं. And therefore special place was given to noble gases, that was the zero group. Now demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. So there are some good things and there are some things which are lacking, that are demerits. Whole number atomic mass of elements, that is cobalt, nickel, is the same. Therefore there was an ambiguity regarding their sequence. So where to place this cobalt and nickel, because both were having the same atomic mass. दोघांचा atomic mass same होतं. तर त्यांना कुठे टाकायचं, हा मोठा प्रॉब्लेम. Isotopes were discovered long after Mendeleev put them in periodic table. As isotopes have the same chemical properties but different atomic mass, a challenge was posed in placing them in Mendeleev's periodic table. So when elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic masses, the rise in atomic mass do not appear to be uniform. So there was no possibility to predict how many elements will be discovered in between. तर सर्वात पहिला प्रॉब्लेम काय, कोबाल्ट निकेल दोन्हीचा atomic mass सेम आहे, कुठे टाकायचं. त्यानंतर आहे आयसोटोप्स. सो आयसोटोप्स हॅव द सेम atomic mass but different atomic number. आयसोटोप जे आहेत, sorry, isotopes have the same atomic number, different atomic mass. Okay, here it is given same chemical properties but different atomic mass. So there was a challenge. आता कार्बन आहे, कार्बनचा आयसोटोप कार्बन 12, कार्बन 14. कार्बन 12 एक आइसोटोप है, कार्बन 12 14 एक दूसरा आइसोटोप. So both of these have the same atomic number but different atomic mass number. So where to place them? Periodic table कशावर डिपेंड आहे? atomic mass वर डिपेंड. पण यांचे atomic mass वेगळे. कुठे टाकायचं त्यांना? Atomic mass of carbon 12 and 14 is different. So where to place them? That is a big problem. Because periodic table says that first we want the lower atomic mass, then whichever is the next, we'll give new position to it. But isotope la kute position द्यायची? Where to place the isotope? That is a big problem. Now, in between the two elements, how many elements could be discovered? We don't know. So there is a possibility we cannot predict. Position of hydrogen. So hydrogen shows similarity to the first group and the seventh A group. So seventh group halogens, त्यांची property आणि first group त्यांची property. हे दोन्ही property hydrogen ला match होतात. For example, you can see the compounds of hydrogen and sodium. Similar है, HCl, H2O, H2S, NaCl, Na2O, Na2S. So hydrogen जो आहे तो पहिला जो ग्रुप आहे सोडियम, पहिल्या ग्रुप मधला एलिमेंट आहे, त्याची प्रॉपर्टी आणि याची प्रॉपर्टी कशी आहे? सिमिलर आहे. त्याच्यानंतर जर तुम्ही बघितलं हॅलोजनची प्रॉपर्टी म्हणजेच NaH, NaCl, CH4, CCl4, हे प्रॉपर्टीज काही कळत नाहीये. प्रॉपर्टीज मध्ये जरा प्रॉब्लेम दिसतोय. सो सिमिलॅरिटी याच्यामध्ये दिसते. सो फर्स्ट ग्रुप ऑल्सो अँड सेव्हन्थ ग्रुप. सो हियर इट इज गिवन. फॉर एक्झाम्पल मॉलिक्युलर फॉर्म्युला ऑफ हायड्रोजन इज H2 आणि हॅलोजनचा पण फॉर्म्युला F2Cl2 वगैरे आहे. In the same way, similarity seen in chemical properties of alkali metals. So there is similarity of hydrogen with alkali metals and halogens. Halogens. So this is similarity in molecular formula and other things. So there is a problem where to place this hydrogen. Now modern periodic law. So earlier it was not known about the atomic structure, but later on people started to identify the things which are inside the atom. ऍटमच्या आतमध्ये काय आहे कोणाला माहिती नव्हतं. पण नंतर मग काय झालं? ऍटमच्या आतमधले सब ऍटॉमिक पार्टिकल्स आपण शोध लागलो. दे फाउंड द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स, प्रोटॉन्स, न्यूट्रॉन्स. इलेक्ट्रॉन, प्रोटॉन, न्यूट्रॉनचा शोध लागला. In 1913, English scientist Henry Moseley demonstrated with the help of experiments using X-ray tube. X-ray tube चा एक्सपेरिमेंट्स केला. त्याच्यावर atomic number हे जास्त फंडामेंटल आहे आणि ते रिलेटेड आहे प्रोटॉन्सशी. इट इज मोर फंडामेंटल and it is more related to the number of protons. So properties of the elements are a periodic function of their atomic mass. This is the law which you have to remember. This is the periodic law. This is the new one. So Mendeleev's periodic table was based on atomic masses and this periodic table is based on atomic numbers. So modern periodic table, long form of the periodic table. So classification of the elements result from an arrangement of elements in an increasing order of their atomic masses. In modern periodic table, properties of the element can be predicted more accurately with the help of the modern periodic table. तर प्रॉपर्टीज हे चांगल्या प्रकारे आपण प्रिडिक्ट करू शकतो. जे काही प्रॉब्लेम्स होते मेंडेलीवचे ते जरा कमी झाले. दे हॅव बीन रिमूव्ड. Okay, most of the problems of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev periodic table मध्ये जे काही प्रॉब्लेम होते त्यातले बरेचसे आपण कमी केलेले. We have removed most of the problem. But the ambiguity of hydrogen still remains. Hydrogenचा problem solve झालेला नाही. So hydrogen shows similarity of first group and seventh group that we have not solved in modern periodic table also. So what is the solution? We separately study hydrogen. Hydrogenचा वेगळा अभ्यास करायचा आहे. Hydrogen is not a part of first group. Now let us see that so we have seen previous standards in which electronic configuration and the shells and the electrons, how they are arranged, atomic number and all you have already studied. So let us see the periodic structure of periodic table. So there are horizontal rows and columns. So in modern periodic table, 7 horizontal rows are there which are called as the periods 1 to 7. And 18 vertical columns are there. They are called as the groups. So remember, 7 horizontal rows, they are called as the periods, 7 periods, 1 to 7. And there are groups. So 1 to 18 groups are there. Arrangement of the periods in the groups result in formation of boxes. So atomic number is indicated in these boxes, and there are 118 boxes because 118 elements are there. So apart from these, 7 rows are there below the periodic table. So look at the periodic table now. Here is the periodic table, you can see. So there are 18 groups, vertical columns, and there are horizontal rows. You can see 7 horizontal rows are there. याच्यामध्ये 7 horizontal rows आहेत आणि vertically जर बघितलं तर 18 groups आहेत. Below the periodic table we have F block, that is the lanthanide and actinide series. तर यालाच आपण म्हणायचंय lanthanide आणि actinide series. अख्खा periodic table पाठ करायची गरज नाहीये. जर तुम्ही केला तर खूपच छान, पण हे तुम्हाला ब्रॉडली माहिती पाहिजे. So see this group number 1 and 2. You can see this S block elements. S block is nothing but the group 1 and 2. Then we have P block elements. So this is group number 13 to 18. 13 to 18 जे येते P block. आणि सेंटरला बघा, look at the center. You see D block elements. So that is the parts. Below the periodic table there is F block. तर इथे खाली F block आहे. So let us go back. मागे जाऊया. So modern periodic table मध्ये काय आहे, 7 horizontal rows आहेत आणि vertical columns 18. So below the periodic table also 2 lines are there. They are called as the lanthanide and actinide series. नाव लक्षात ठेवा, lanthanide and actinide series. This you have to remember. It means that there are 118 places, and we have discovered these elements till now. So entire periodic table is have 4 blocks. The 4 blocks I already told you: S block, P block, D block, and F block. These are the different blocks of periodic table. So S block means what? Group number 1 and 2. Only 1 and 2, that is S block. So they have similarity. त्यांच्यामध्ये similarity आहे म्हणून त्यांना एक block टाकलेला आहे. They have given the block because similarity is there. Then we have group number 13 to 18, that is P block. That is similarity between these elements 13 to 18. Then we have F block, that is lanthanide and actinide series. A zigzag line can be drawn in P block elements, and that is on the left side and right side there are metals and non-metals. So all metals lie on the left side and all metals lie on the right side of the zigzag line. So you can see the zigzag line in the table. Zigzag line bana, boron, silicon, like that. You can see the elements and a zigzag line. Arsenic, tellurium, and so on the left side you see all these are metals. D block चे सगळे metals आहे. All these are metals. On the right side of the zigzag line you can see there are non-metals. On the zigzag line there are metalloids. So metalloid चे property दोन्ही आहे. Metalloid shows both the properties, okay, of metals and non-metals, both the properties. So modern periodic table and electronic configuration. So with a period, neighboring elements slightly differ with the properties. Elements in the same group show similarity. एका ग्रुप मधले जे एलिमेंट्स आहेत त्यांची प्रॉपर्टी सगळे कसे सारखे आहेत. Properties in the same group is the same, similar, you can say. Similarities. Now the electronic configuration of element which decides the group and the period in which it's to be placed. You will find that number of valence electron in all elements of group 1 is 1. That is alkali family. Alkali metals. Alkali metal म्हणजे काय? Group 1. Group 1 elements are called alkali metals. Remember this. Whatever I am telling again and again, that you have to remember. That's why I am repeating it. So group number 2, that is alkaline earth metals. Family of alkaline earth metals. That is group number 2. So they have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, all these are there. Then group number 17, that is halogen. Halogen family, group number 17, that you have to remember. That is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They are similarity. हे सगळे जे properties आहेत त्यांचे similar आहेत. त्यामुळे त्यांना एका ग्रुप मध्ये टाकलेले आहे. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. That is halogens. So going from top to bottom, the electronic shells are added one at a time. So you can see group number 1, that is only one shell. Hydrogen has only one shell. Helium has only one shell. Then you can see the period, second period, म्हणजे horizontal line बघा. See the horizontal line, that is the second period. You see lithium. So lithium has 2 shells. Sodium has 3 shells. It is in the third period. First period, 1 shell. Second period, 2 shells. Third period, 3 shells. Like that. All of the elements in the same group have same type of valency. एका ग्रुप मध्ये एलिमेंटची व्हॅलेन्सी एकसारखी असते, हे लक्षात ठेवायचं. ओके, सो विल स्टॉप हिअर, विल कंटिन्यू इन द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. ओके, नाव हे लक्षात काय ठेवायचं, याच्यामध्ये हा आउटलाईन तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवायचं. यू शुड नो द आउटलाईन ऑफ पिरियडिक. that will be enough. Okay, we'll continue in the next period. If you have any questions, you can comment below. I will be happy to answer you.